All right, welcome everyone here to Jerry Cook Court at Jimtown High School. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight is Kenny Barnhart, Caden Hummich, and the Hall of Famer Ryan Limler here for the Triton Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube in the IHSA Champions Network as Triton travels up here to take on Jimtown for their third road game of the season to start the second in a 5-game road test here.
Yeah, I was say because it got living at home and now it went on the road. So
better pack your bags. We're going to be on the road for a little bit here.
Yep, that's the big thing.
Of course, Triton comes in here tonight 6-0, best start since Ryan wrote down. I think of the 2009-2010 season.
Yep.
So for them, starting off with a 6-0 record, correct? 2009-2010 season.
Sounds right.
Okay, well that's what you posted the other day. So. Of course, Jason Groves in his 19th season, 312 wins to Tyler Leighton in his first season as head coach of Jimtown. And for him, he's got some guys with a lot of size. They move the ball. This is a group that can be very physical. You've got to be careful with this group here. They are tough. You got about two different guys that average just about around 10 points a game according to MassPrex, and Fay and King. But Clopton, Jackson, and Williams not too far behind there, averaging 6 to 7 points apiece. These are a group of guys that can really crash the boards. They're very physical. Like I said, they got a lot of hustle with this group, and plus playing in a battle-tested Northern Indiana Conference is not an easy place to play.
Yeah, like you said earlier when he was off the camera here, their record doesn't show very good, but they've had, really off the start, just right get going.
I mean, you compare their opponents' records. I mean, Jimtown's opponents' records are 26-18 to Triton 7-34. So for them, they've handled it. They've had a tough go. I mean, South Bend, Riley, Concord, Plymouth right out the gate. South Bend, St. Joseph, and Northwood. Those first few games, they lost those first 5 games, but they played some very good teams.
Yeah, that like you say, when you want to get battle tested, right out of the gate, that's what they got started as.
Earlier tonight, the JV got picked up their 7th victory of the season as they won 38-18. Leading the way at points was Wayne Reichert. Blaze with 8. Blaze Hensley with 7. 6 points for Isaac Quintana. 4 points apiece for Overmeyer and Blackford. And with 3 points tonight, Landon Patrick, and 2 points for Caden Bradley as they found their 7th win of the season. So Triton coming up here to Jimtown. Now, this is my first time being here other than
mine too.
First time ever being up here calling a game. For Orion, he's a seasoned vet. He's been up here a couple times. So with that being said, we'll have the national anthem, starting lineups, and after that we'll be right back here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. right, and there's the starting lineups for both teams. Was looking down. Triton last season at the Trench. They beat them. They beat Jimtown by 2. This is a very physical troop. Triton's going to have to be strong here tonight as Pitney and Williams get ready to tip things off here from Jerry Cook Court. Final instructions as the officials get set.
Just looking around. Like I said, hadn't been up here, so just checking out the scoreboard.
Yeah, you got to.
Blasting our ears off right behind us.
Well, hey. Fine, here we go. Ball's up, and Riffle controls the tip, and Triton will start off with the basketball. Now goes to Swanson. Clapping going to pick him up there at half court. Now to Woodhoya, who had a big game against Winamac the other night as Riffle banks is closed. King gets the rebound, and back go the Jimmies. Clopton past the half-court line. He'll settle in. Outside to Fay on the right wing. He'll scan. With the jab step, trying to get freed up. He'll spin. Leaves it for Spurgeon, and they'll work it around the perimeter. Clopton on the left wing. Fay now back to Williams. Clopton will drive, kicks back out. Williams patient. Now to King. He'll try a three from the left wing. And the home Jimmy strike first by the hand of Brandon King. Workman works to the right side on top to Pitney. Now goes on over to Riffle. Back to the corner to Swanson. Pitney rotates to the near side corner. Up on top to Swanson. Thought about it. Clopton not giving him any room. Pitney thought about it. Good closeout there by Spurgeon. And trying to throw it away, and they'll turn it over.
Yeah, just had that look there, but somebody was ready to go cut through, and just a miscommunication.
This is a group, like I said, this group is battle tested, and there's a lot of big guys down there. They're very strong, and they're very good in the interior. Trying's going to be on point. King gets in the low block, goes right at the basket, and he'll get our first foul call of the game on Triton.
So Tanner Whithoyo is going to pick up the first Trojan foul.
And the 6'6" junior Brandon King to the line. First one's on the way, hits the front iron just short of the mark. King off the back iron. Fay tries to track it down. Riffle knocks it to Dante Workman, and back go the Trojans. Leads for Woodhoy on the left elbow. Scans, goes on top to Workman. Dante Workman kicks out to Pitney. Thought about the three, pulls it back, retreats now. Lost his dribble, someone's got to go to it. Workman tries to thread works a tie ripple on the baseline, gets it freed up. Woodhoy back on the elbow. Goes to the corner. Jacob Pitney, catch and shoot three on the way. Back iron, no good. Tipped. It's still a live ball as Fade comes away with the rebound for the Jimmies.
Good look, but Jimmy's just putting a lot of pressure out on Trojans on that three-point line.
Spurgeon drives into the paint, goes up strong within the lane, and can't get the home roll. Pitney will leave it. He'll get rid of it wisely before he falls to the floor. Riffle on the right wing. He'll attack. Stops right there. Gets it knocked away from Clopton. And it goes off of Riffle and Triton, and the Jimmies take back over. Another Triton turnover.
Yep, 2 turnovers already here early. Triton just needs to settle down a little bit. And they've got that pressure out there, out 3 points, so you know that there's got to be some open area inside.
And the other night, they had a tough start against Winamac, where the shooting only 9 points in that first half, and then they exploded in the second half. And they kind of settled down and relaxed. Jump ball will be the call. Possession arrow stays here with the Jimmies. This is a Triton group able to put up points in a hurry, but once they kind of settle down and run their offense, this is a very good team for this group.
Yeah, they kind of know when they do that, half-court press and get the ball and go for breakaways, but then otherwise just do get into that offense rhythm and get some points put up.
Clopton with it now, goes on over to Williams. King trying to get freed up, gets in the short corner. Retreats back to the corner now. He had a three a few moments ago. That's where our score stands at 3-0. Clopton gets a good drive to the basket in the lane. Pull-up jumper on the way. Can't get the friendly bounce. Look at Brandon King. Draws the foul and almost gets an and one opportunity. Our second Triton foul here of the quarter.
So Pitney's going to pick up his first, team second.
King's first on the way is good. Do you want that box?
Hey,
eventually?
that might actually work. Since we're on a table.
Look, Orion's idea is working to fruition.
Yep, got that second one to drop.
Swanson now back the other way, goes on over to Whithoyo. And he'll throw it, and it'll go out of bounds. And Triton, another thrown away ball here in this first quarter.
Yeah, it's one thing just to lose possession, just get it taken away, but when you just flat out throw it out of bounds.
Triton's gone 3.5 minutes without scoring a basket. Williams down the corner. Fay with it. Dante working with some tight defense. Goes to Williams. Williams scanning. Patient with it. Waits for King. King will try another three. In and out. Pitney tips it, and Riffle comes away with the rebound. Full stops. Here comes the double team, and Jimtown steals it away. Williams no look pass in the corner to Clopton. He stops, goes out to Fay. Catch and shoot three from straight away. Back iron, no good. Riffle with another rebound. Inside the halfway point now, up to Pitney. Now goes to Whithoyo. Trying to battle underneath, goes up off the window and good, and Triton now lifts the lid.
Yeah, he was smart enough not to just go up and get the ball swatted, work to put a little fake in, and then get her up.
And Whithoyo half a foot shorter than King. Used that footwork and those fakes to really open himself up for that inside shot. Saw him do that against Winamac the other night. King straight away now goes to Williams. Williams backing down. Pitney going strong. Pitney trying to draw the charge. Williams lost it out of bounds. The Trojans take back over.
Little tangle up there, but
little tangle up. Warping back the other way. Triton looking to go back-to-back on baskets on possessions here. Backdoor working, Workman, and good. The assist to Pitney.
Yep. Once they take a little time, get things figured out where the open paths are.
Now to Fay on the outside. Goes to Clopton. Clopton on top to Williams. Waits for Spurgeon to get freed up on the right wing. A lot of movement with this Jimtown offense. A lot of motion. King fading away at the free throw line off the window and good.
He's got all of Jimtown 7 points.
He was one that was fun to watch on film. Swanson crossing it over now, goes on over to Pitney. Whithoyo curls towards the basket, trying to back down, but he'll travel before he takes off.
Must have had just a little slide that we couldn't see from up here, but
Justin Price will check in along with Javen Jackson. We'll check in now for the Jimmies. 3 points separate the two teams as King has all 7, as Kenny noted. Down here on the offensive side. Jackson drives in the lane. Goes out to King. King trying to drive again, goes up strong. And the put back by Jackson's good. Right off the bench, and he gets 2 points. Swanson trying to dribble out of trouble, goes up and kicks it out into the corner. Pitney now to Dante Workman. Workman corrals it. He'll attack, stops on the free throw line. Down underneath the Swanson, kicks out to Pitney by himself. He'll try a three. Pitney's good from beyond the arc.
That's one that he's had a little tough luck behind that arc, but if you get him started tonight, that'll sure help out.
King drives to the basket. Good strong drive. Goes up strong in traffic and puts it in.
That's the biggest thing with Trojans. You're going to have to figure out how to stop them.
Now to Pitney. Pitney will try a three. Can't drop it in. Hits, kind of gets stuck there on the rim. King tracks it down. Another rebound for the big man. Jimmy's come back with the basketball with the final minute of the first quarter nearing here. Clopton goes out to Fay. Now to Jackson on the left wing. Works the screen from Price. Stops on the free throw line. High pass for Fay. He tracks it down. Jackson will drive. Kicks it out to Clopton on the left wing. Works with the screen from Price. And a moving screen call on the Jimmies.
So Price is going to pick up Jimtown's first foul.
And Caden Large will check in on behalf of Jacob Pitney. Also checking back in is Bishop Williams. Large now goes down into Workman. Back to Large. And he'll travel. Trying to go with that jab step. Too much momentum. Pulls that pivot foot with him.
Yep.
And Triton will turn it over. And King will rotate right back in. He'll come in for Price. Clopton back the other way. King will come to here to this near side corner to us. Jackson gets up past the half court line. Williams has got it back to Jackson. 12 seconds now. Jimtown looking for that final shot. 5 seconds on the clock now. Williams goes down underneath the King. King trying to track it down. It goes out of bounds and try and gets it back with 1.8 remaining here in the quarter. Pitney quickly back in the game. He'll check in for Large.
Pitney just take his little time, make sure where to go for it.
Up deep to Dante Workman. And Clopton will fire a rocket back the other way. Hits a cheerleader. And that'll do it for the first quarter as the Jimmies lead here 11-7. So trying not, like I said, not a bad shooting performance. 2 of 3, 1 of 3, but yet the big thing for them is those 7 turnovers.
Yep, 7 turnovers, and really they have not had that many shot attempts. 2 of 3, but only 3 attempts, and just working that ball around, but just not getting their open seams that they're wanting to see to head to the basket.
And the big thing for me is the defense. Brandon King doing whatever he wants to do in the paint.
Yes.
This whole team, the penetration going into the lane. Triton has got to find a way to buckle down and defend that post.
They're trying to do a little bit of a double team down there underneath them, but yet they're not doing a full on. They're just more of somebody step over to kind of help stop, then try to step back to get to their original player, but then he can just take advantage of when they do that step back.
But you also seen some good moments kind of where, look at the Jimtown band. Oh, you got the chicken dance.
Yeah. It's like, hey.
I'll tell you what, this band has been kind of fun here tonight. It's loud in here, but yet this group, they can very good on cue here tonight.
Yep. And this is a very unique gym.
Yes. Like I said, you got any tidbits over there? Nothing? Of course,
nice to see Dean Huppert.
Yeah, say Dean Huppert down here to our right. I guess Caden doesn't want to listen to the thing.
Yep, he doesn't.
I was telling Caden, I was like, that's who I used to watch for the highlights after a ball game so I could see what was going on around the area back when we had the Farmer 5. Workman, Swanson, Woodhoyo, Pitney, and Riffle the 5. Fay, Jackson, King, Clopton, and Williams the 5 out there for the Jimmies. Workman drives left, wants to go back door, it's closed. Up on top now to Riffle. Goes out to Swanson. Swanson lost it.
Yep. 8 turnovers.
Coach Groves telling him to move the ball. And trying a team a few weeks ago only had 3 turnovers in one game. King underneath, goes up strong again, and to the basket he goes off the baseline. He gets another one.
Puts him up to 11 points already.
Now to Pitney. Pitney goes to Woodhoyo. Now goes to Swanson, the left wing. He'll drive. He'll work with that screen to his right side. Kicks it out to Pitney. Pitney with the jab set. Fakes it. Now he'll dribble, he'll attack now to the 10. Pitney with the runner and drops it in. And Pitney very capable of doing that, what you see right there. He's not just a sharpshooter. There's a lot he can do. Clopton now at the basketball, goes to Jackson. Swanson comes out to guard him. Good screen by King. Outside to Clopton from Jackson. Clopton uses the screen, leaves it right back on the pick and roll, and there's Riffle to come away with the basketball. Behind the back door for Riffle, and they're going to get a foul call, the first one of the night, or the second one on the night, on the Jimmies. First of the quarter.
So Clopton's going to pick up his first, team's first.
Will Spurgeon now will check in, the 5'11 sophomore. And Landon Patrick checks in on behalf of Julian Swanson. Workman tracks it down. We'll see what Triton sets up here. Both teams scoring here in this second quarter. Hoy up top the key. Now goes to Pitton on the right side. Look at Fay, intercepts it up the floor. No look pass it to Spurgeon. He tracks it down. Not much room for him to track it down, but still does. King will attack with a head of steam. Back out to Jackson. Back to Spurgeon, the up fake. Steps back. He'll try a three. Rattles it home.
Gets him on the board with it. That was 3 points.
And that was all headed up by Fay with that save. Jackson with an interception. Triton turns it over, and Dante Workman going to get called for a foul.
So Dante's going to pick up his first, team's first.
Swanson back in the game for Pitney. King goes out. Spurgeon will try another one. He hit one. Can't get the second to drop. Williams with the putback and an and one opportunity coming for Bishop Williams.
So Riffle picked up his first, team's second. He hadn't been there yet this evening. Jimtown shooting 2 of 4.
Williams off the mark. King tracks down the offensive rebound. Fadeaway jumper from the baseline, too strong. Now Julian Swanson gets the rebound. Up the floor to Whithoyo. Jackson almost got a piece down. Whithoyo drives, kicks it out to Patrick. Now goes to Riffle. Riffle tries to feed it underneath, and Spurgeon steps right in front of the basketball, and Triton turns it over. Spurgeon transition three from straight away. Off the iron, no good. Tipped. That one goes out of bounds. And Jason Grove's going to call his first timeout. He will have 4 timeouts remaining.
That's right. We got to manually do timeouts on.
And Jason Groves is taking a 30-second timeout to try to refocus these guys, because Coach Leighton and his Jimmies have really just, dominated here in this first half, trying to find a way to kick it into gear.
Just decent on shots, but just not taking a lot of them. Still 3 of 4 on 2-pointers and 1 of 3 behind the arc, but just getting that ball moving around and even get an open look has been very tough. So give credit to Jimmies.
For trying a lot of those unforced careless errors that's really kind of hurt them here in this first quarter. That's really just made things more difficult for them here in this ball game.
Yeah, we're up. So far we have down 11 turnovers. Jimtown just 3.
But a lot of Tritons, like I said, just not getting on point. The offense is just really not got in rhythm yet here in this first half. And this is a Jimtown team you can't let get up too far ahead and try to come back on. They're tough. Swanson goes to Woodhoyle, backdoor to Riffle. He'll go off the window and good, and Triton scores right out of the timeout. Signs of life.
That's what you always want to see.
And better ball movement. Svay will track it down. He'll stop in the corner. He'll set the offense. Workman and Williams trying to fight for position. Spurgeon leaves it for Jackson. Jackson goes up with the assist to Spurgeon. A good feed there and then a trip to the basket.
Gets him up 4 points.
Patrick up the floor now. Stops, lost his footing. Trying to find somewhere to go with it, lost his dribble. And Coach Groves trying to call a timeout. And now they'll award him the timeout.
Almost too late then. Nope.
So Triton now back-to-back timeouts here in the second quarter. So Coach Groves trying to talk to this group. Tyler Leighton in his first season, like I said, 1-6, but yet some of those games, like I said, it's a tough, that Northern Indiana Conference, these teams that got to play up here are not easy teams to play.
Yeah, you just, like I say, right off the bat, you really got to go at it.
Concord, a team that's going to be fairly decent this year. Plymouth, another team that, like I said, that some people are sleeping on, but I think is a group that's pretty decent. It's going to be pretty decent this year. And Northwood, a team that just lost in a state championship last season. They graduated some guys, but yet they only beat this Jimtown team by 1 the other night. We froze?
No, I just stopped it.
I think the last time we broadcasted here was the last time we played here, and it had been 2015. We broadcasted right where we're standing.
Well, you set up like you knew what you were doing. Patrick on the side of the lane, leaves it for Dante. Workman up top of the key, now back to Patrick. Patrick with the basketball. Now goes to Swanson. Swanson drives. He'll attack, pull-up jumper from the baseline. Too strong off the iron. Jackson gets the rebound. Jackson in transition. He'll attack, spins. Goes back out to Clapton. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. No good. Dante Workman gets the defensive rebound. Quickly, Riffle, transition 3 on the way. Short of the mark. Price gets the rebound. Now to Jackson on the right side. Halfway gone here in the second. Clapton down the left wing. Waits for Price to rotate to the top of the key. Now out to Jackson on the right side. Spurgeon with it. Is it for Jackson underneath? Good feed to Price. The runner is up off the iron. No good. Riffle with another rebound.
One thing with Trojans, they're keeping up on the rebounds, 8-9 with Jimtown favor, but they're right there on those rebounds.
Riffle led the team in rebounding last week in that game against Winamac with 6, and a foul call now on the Jimmies.
I believe it might be on Price, and it is, and that's his second, team's second.
King and Fay back in the game, and Jacob Pitney checks in on behalf of Landon Patrick. Pitney waits, has to find somewhere to go with it. Now elects to go to Whithoyo. To Julian Swanson. Swanson drives, stops inside the three-point line, out to Pitney. Catch and shoot 3 from the corner. High off the rim and no good.
Just a hit of support.
And Patrick back in the game for Riffle. As he'll get a breather. Clapton up the floor. Price fakes the handoff, King fakes the handoff. Now goes to Jackson. Look at Swanson trying to get a piece. Clapton now drives to King. 3-point on the way. Off the mark, no good, but he'll track down his own rebound. Hustle play for the big man. Goes with the runner up over Julian Swanson and drops in the basket. Isaac Quintana to check in next dead ball. Out of Dante Workman, they're going to get a foul call on the Jimmies here.
Yep, so Jackson picked up his first, team's third.
Quintana receives the inbound, back to Pitney. Patrick attacks, stops, retreats back the other way. Running out of time. Now goes to Pitney. To Swanson. Swanson attacks. Leaves it for Quintana in the lane. Fighting through traffic, and he'll draw the foul. He'll go to the line for Triton's first trip to the free throw line.
Too many numbers in a 34, so King's going to pick up his first, team's fourth.
The band makes enough noise, and so does the student section down here to our left. Quintana's second one on the way. High off the rim. No good. Empty trip for the Trojans. And King goes back the other way. Hopton sets the offense. Goes to Jackson. King gets it on the near side corner. Steps back. Now works it away. Fail. Try the dribble drive all the way through. Strong drive to the basket. He'll draw the foul. They say the foul's on the floor.
So Quintana is going to pick up his first, Trojans' third team foul this quarter.
Dante Workman got a piece of it. He'll stay right here. Bishop Williams will check back in for Price. Outside to Fay. He'll set the offense. Inside, 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Now goes to Jackson on the left wing. Good find to Clopton underneath, and one opportunity coming for Jackson Clopton.
So Swanson's going to pick up his first, but also the Trojans' fourth. Clopton has not been there tonight, the line.
Can't convert. King gets the rebound again off a free throw. Feeds it to Williams, trying to find any way they can to disrupt the dribble. King underneath. Good strong move to the basket and drops another one in.
Gets him up 15 points.
Workman drives, stops, trying to find some room. They're going to get a foul call on Bishop Williams. And that'll put Triton in the bonus, so Triton will be shooting the basketball.
Yep, Williams picked up his first.
Workman good on the first. Here, Lindsay from across the gym.
Yep.
Off the mark on the second. Fay tracks down the defensive rebound. Clopton works to the left side, now goes to Jackson. Fakes it left, he'll drive, now this time goes to King. King on the baseline, someone lost a shoe, it was Riffle. Fay for three, off the mark, no good. Riffle tosses it away.
It's like King got the cleanup. Yep, a little blowout down here.
I didn't tie his shoes, it's okay. It wasn't my fault.
Oh, and yeah, he did it the quick and easy way, just slip her on.
Well, yeah, that's what I had to do. I was pre-tied.
Yep.
Final minute of the half here. Triton trails by 16. Right?
Yeah, but I thought they gave. Oh, I'll fix that.
Riffle off the mark. Fay with the rebound. Jackson down the right wing. On top to Fay. Now goes to Clopton on the left side. Patrick trying to knock it away, and he'll get called for the foul. So now the Jimmies will be in the bonus. Fay off the mark on his first.
Somewhere I got an extra point.
Did you give two to Dante? No, you didn't. They get on the second.
I'm good there.
I'll check it here. Clopton knocks it out of bounds. 22 seconds now. Should give it to King.
Yeah. He would have had that 2 underneath. But I'm saying 1 point off someplace. Trying to think of a 3 that would have went.
Workman works back to the near side, knocked away from behind him. Jackson and a foul call.
Jackson's going to pick up his second.
So Workman goes to the line for 2. Spurgeon will now check in for Jackson. Workman second, free throw can't quite drop in the bucket. King goes back the other way. Now to Fay. Trying to double team to disrupt. 2 seconds. Spurgeon, he's hit one early. He'll try one at the buzzer. Off the mark, no good. And the Jimmies will take a 29-12 lead into the halftime locker room.
I got to clean up someplace here.
I'll text Caden. Well, we'll get our stats figured out here. We'll be back after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
One-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Inspired by touch, by play, by listening and laughter. Inspired by family gatherings and one-on-one conversations. Inspired by long walks, long lives, and lives simply lived well. Inspired by compassion, by healing, by grace and strength. What inspires us at Franciscan Health is you. Franciscan Health, inspiring health.
When I'm not racing at the track, I do like to take things a little bit slower. But even with my foot off the gas, I'm still driven to save lives. So if you're like me and you like hunting and fishing, you could do something to save lives too. Just say yes to being an organ donor when you get your hunting or fishing license online, or when you renew your Indiana driver's license. Join the 4 million Hoosiers who have signed up to save lives. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The benefits of choosing a career in the union construction industry are truly limitless.
Some of the things that I've worked on that I'm extremely proud of are some of the pipe racks that we just built for Eli Lilly.
Yeah, there's a lot of different avenues to grow and to advance in your career.
If you're a senior and college isn't for you, in the trades there's so many opportunities. You get to work with your hands, you get trained for free, and the options are unlimited. You can do so many different things with this career.
It's 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. You have two choices. Option 1, take 2 nanoseconds to reach over and put on your seatbelt. Or option 2, decide it's too much work for a Saturday and don't put on your seatbelt. As the seatbelt alarm continues to sing the song of its people, you roll your eyes. You're just going down the block, you'll be fine. You take a turn to the left and that's when you see it.
Just wear your seatbelt. It's an easy way to save your own life. The Indiana Criminal Justice Institute wants to remind you that choices matter. Click it to live it.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
right, welcome back, everyone, here to Jerry Cook Court at Jimtown High School as we have our halftime stats real quick from Kenny.
I think we got them figured out here. So Triton just 1 of 6 free throw line. Jimtown 3 of 8. Inside the arc 4 of 7 compared to 10 of 17. 3-pointers, neither team doing very great there. 1 of 5 and 2 of 8. Turnovers 11 and 3. Jimtown King with those 17 points. Jackson with 4. Spurgeon with 3. Clopton with 2, and Williams also with 2. For the Trojans, Pitney with 5, Workman with 3, Riffle and Whithoyo each with 2 points.
All righty, so we're getting the second half underway. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight, we have Cade on the side. Well, I guess the main camera. We got a Hall of Famer Ryan on the run the other camera, and of course Kenny Barnhart up here running the stats for us here tonight. As to see who reacts better coming out of the halftime locker room, as I'm sure Triton's got they got their work cut out for them here in this next half. Jimtown just continue to progress like you are. Clopton now at the basketball, goes out to Spurgeon. Triton going to change up their defensive look. Williams and Tanner Whithoyo battling at the free throw line for position. Clopton skips all the way across to Fay. Fay back to Spurgeon. Spurgeon with the up fake. Got Workman to leave his feet. Down underneath the King, and Jimtown strikes first out of the halftime break. Workman now. Williams agreement half court. So Jimmy settle into a man defense. Workman tries to throw it back underneath. Fay intercepts it. The Jimmy's come away with another turnover for Triton. Out of Fay. Spurgeon calling for on the right side. King catch and shoots from the inside the free throw line and drops another one. 4 points for him to start the second half.
Got the friendly bounce on that one.
Coach Groves trying to get his group to focus out there in blue here tonight. And our first foul call of the second half.
Spurgeon's going to pick up his first. Of course, team's first for this third quarter.
Pitney scanning, waits for Workman to free up. Pitney corrals it. Patiently waiting, he'll attack. Stops, good defense by Spurgeon, kicks it out to Riffle. Riffle trying to find space, but a travel as he'll pull that pivot foot, didn't quite stop on a dime. And Tanner Whithoyo trying to tell him to settle down. Trying to talk to his group. Trying to find that combination. They'll now settle on more of a man defense. Goes out to Fay, now goes to King atop the key. Clopton on the left wing, scanning. Elects to go to Spurgeon up top. He'll work against Swanson. King battling with Whithoyo underneath. Now the Alex goes to Williams. Swanson falls to the floor, slow to get up. Clopton now attacks, side of the lane, goes the runner up off the window and good. And a 6-0 run to start the third quarter for the Jimmies right out of the halftime break.
Yeah, not what your Trojans wanted to see.
Trying, who's going to be that guy to respond? Whithoyo, but they're going to say he traveled. He stuttered his feet on the way to the basket.
Yep, trying to do that stutter just to get King up in the air. And
Spurgeon gets it back. He'll look past to Clopton. Now Triton's going to change up that look on defense. High pass to Spurgeon. He'll now attack the baseline. Up on top to Clopton. He'll try a three. Off the iron, no good. Riffle trying to tip it. He'll track down the defensive board. Swanson on over to Dante Workman. Workman attacks. Feeds it to Whithoyo underneath. Banks open. The assist to Dante Workman. And Triton's going to turn up the pressure from the full court. Spurgeon now goes to Clopton. Back to Spurgeon on the far side. He'll stop in front of the scorer's table. Works it to Clopton and work it away. Fay by himself for three. Drops it in. Counted from the corner for Fay.
Just the third one to drop for Jimtown.
Swanson now drives the basket, leaves it underneath, and Triton will turn it over. King now at the basketball. Gets it tipped away from Whit Hoyo. Clopton back to King. On to Williams. Up and no good. Whit Hoyo disrupts it. And Dante Workman comes away with the rebound. Tanner Whit Hoyo trying to hustle here as Faye will intercept the pass. And Triton another unforced error. And Dante Workman going to get called for a foul as Dylan Faye's going to go to the line for the old and one opportunity.
So Dante's going to pick up his second. Team's first.
Bryce and Jackson back in the game for King and Spurgeon. And Caden Large and Landon Patrick check in on behalf of Riffle and Swanson. Spurgeon going to rotate right back in. I think you could do that.
If he just went out, he can't come. Yep, they're catching it.
Yeah, that's what they caught. Because that's what I kind of thought. Because Spurgeon wasn't out for a play. He has to come off the floor.
Yep, he's off the floor. He cannot. Yep.
That's what the officials were.
He's got a grin on his face. He knew.
So Williams is going to have to go back out on the floor. So the substitution does not count. It will have to happen after this free throw.
Yes.
Faye gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. And now Spurgeon can check in the game. So a 12-2 run here to start the third quarter for the Jimmies as they extend that lead up to 27.
Getting to that danger zone.
Workman goes to Pitney. Out to Workman. Workman drives the floater off the window and good for Dante Workman.
Gets him 5 points.
Price now at the basketball up top the key. He'll go over to Jackson. Clopton with it now. Back to Spurgeon. Face scanning. Goes back to Jackson. Good ball move by the Jimmies. Patient. Jackson now with it. Jimtown don't have to be in a hurry here.
No.
Have a comfortable lead.
Yep, they can just work the ball around and take whatever really opens up.
Price now directing Faye Lawson and a foul call. It's on Dante Workman. That's 3.
Yes, and it is.
Clopton now attacks. Goes to Jackson. Jackson goes into Caden Large, who rips it away. Large underneath.
Jump ball, Trojan ball.
So Triton will take off or take over after the turnover. The jump ball call. Patrick now back the other way. Backdoor to Pitney. Pitney attacks the rim and up and in. Good movement by Triton. Good find. Faye outside on the right wing. Up top of the key. Now goes to Clopton. Out of Faye. Deep 3 on the way. And they're going to call a foul on the shot, so he'll go to the line for 3.
Workman's gonna have to go sit here for a little bit with that 4th foul.
As Overmeyer to check in for him, I'm gonna guess. Bishop Williams will also check back in the game. Faye connects on the first.
Yeah, officials won't let them do their swapping until get ready for this.
Now they'll let him go in.
Yep.
So Dante Workman will come off the floor. So Jaden Overmeyer now in the game. Fay good on that one. Patrick now goes to Overmeyer in the corner. Overmeyer attacks the basket, goes up the and can't get the drop in the back. Can't get it to drop in. Good looking move to the basket, couldn't get it to drop in the bucket.
They were just patient enough. Got open.
Fay goes up, draws the foul. Another and one opportunity coming for the Jimmies.
So Pitney's going to pick up his second, but Trojan's fourth foul for this quarter.
So Reichert's now going to check in for Pitney. Fay drops it in, gets 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, he's been 6 of 7 at the line tonight. 13 points.
Patrick goes left. Throws it. Triton left before the play developed. Patrick can't get there, and Clopton's good for 2 more. And Jimmy's now 4 points away from starting a running clock.
At 27, Trojans got it down to about 24.
Woodhoyo up top the key. He'll drive the basket, goes up strong off the window, and good. He'll go to the line for an and one opportunity.
Get one down here now.
So the collector will settle in now.
So Price going to pick up his third, second one for the Jimmies.
Triton off the mark with that one. Jackson back the other way. Triton sells into a man defense. Fay now out to Clopton on the left wing. Goes to Price, jumper on the way, short of the mark, couldn't quite catch it. Patrick back the other way. Landon Patrick with the basketball now. He'll attack, drives the baseline, goes out to Large. He'll try it, but it'll be a foul call before the shot.
Yeah, down here underneath, where Fay going to pick up his first.
Riker got freed up for a moment. Riker falls, gets back up. Large goes out to Overmeyer. Jaden takes Jackson off the drill. Fadeaway jumper at the baseline. Off the mark, no good. Woodhoyo collects a rebound, lost it, collects it again, goes back up, and he'll get fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Tanner Woodhoyo, you want to look up hustle. What has impressed me so much about this kid is he don't care what the score is or where he's at. He's going to do everything he can to hustle and get anything he can. He'll collect whatever he can get.
Yeah, he just kept his eye on the ball, grabbed it, swatted at it, get whatever he could to get to it.
Good on the first. So King back in the game. He'll check in for Price.
Yep, Price did pick up his fourth foul. Also Jimtown's fourth foul.
And a perfect trip to the line for Tanner Woodhoyo. Jimmy's by 27.
Yes.
Look at that. The flashcards are paying off.
Yep, you wasn't even close to see that one.
Nope. Fay on the outside. 30 seconds to go here in the third. Fay, good attack to the basket, and he'll go back to the line off Triton foul.
And there's 3 of them there, so we'll have to wait and see for sure which one they think that caused the most damage. So Large is going to pick up his first, but Trojans, that's their 5th team foul. Fay back at the line. Did really good earlier. He continues that streak.
No, he started off that first, I believe it was the second quarter, he was 1 for 2.
Yep.
And since then, perfection from the line.
And you jinxed it.
And I jinxed it. Broadcaster's curse.
You purposely did it, though.
No, I didn't do it. I was just simply saying I was been impressive. So Riker going to call for the foul. So Bishop Williams now goes to the line for the bonus opportunity. I did not do that on purpose. Williams good on that one. I was just talking about how impressive it was. You know, 1 for 2, and then automatic pretty much after that. That's a heck of a way to adjust. And Bishop Williams perfect on that trip. Patrick up the floor. Gets it knocked away from Clopton. It goes out of bounds. Reichert now goes outside to Patrick. 16 seconds to go here in the third. Goes to Woodhoyo. Out to Patrick. Jimmy's going to settle into a 2-3 zone defense. Overmeyer tracks it down to Large. He's going to have to shoot it. Runs out of time. And Triton can't get a shot off. And the Jimmies take a 30-point lead into the fourth quarter.
I guess we got chance here. We can throw up, but we'll fix that clock too. Get our schedule thrown up here.
I can read it off.
Yeah, I got it up, the graphic. If you want to read it while I'm fixing the other.
So, of course, tonight we're here at Jimtown. Then the final game of 2023 for the Trojans will be at South Central on Friday night. We'll be there for that one. And then, of course, they'll open the new year at John Glenn. And then they will be at Culver before they host Oregon Davis for the Bi-County. And then after that, they only play 2 more road games, so they'll be home quite a bit for the month of January, February as they head into sectional play. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be down at North Manchester to take on the Manchester Lady Squires. That rescheduled game from football earlier in the year.
Yeah, because I say usually that is an earlier game, so you got to get that changed around a little bit. Yeah, that was supposed to have been played just
the second game of the year.
Yeah, and then, but it was originally scheduled for the night of the football sectional final.
Yep, and that got rescheduled due to that. So Triton right now, only one starter on the floor. Is, like I said, now the big thing here, if you're Triton, you just want to chip away at that lead. Right now, you're not going to be able to get 30 points all back on one shot. You just need to work your offense. Now, the big thing is for these younger players. Now, only one senior on this Triton team. This is a very young group, and tonight, showing their age just a little bit, but yet this is a group so with tons of potential. I would go out here and just do what I can just to chip away at that lead.
Yep, just play fundamental ball. Just, like you say, work at it. You never know. Keep chipping at it.
But if you're the Jimmies, everything's gone to plan here tonight. Good attacking to the basket, making their free throws. He's trying to turn to the pressure. A foul call here on the Trojans.
It might be on. Yep. Overmeyer's going to pick up his first.
That's a week of first. This would be the first game I ever call in the gym at South Central on Friday.
Yeah.
We've only ever been out in the press box. We've noticed that last night when Orion tried to burn it down for the first time.
Yeah, like I say, I haven't been in their gym either.
I've been in there more than once.
Something has always happened where I couldn't go to that game for some reason.
Well, and this is the first time really South Central's playing the boys.
Yes. Spurgeon will try a 3, hit one earlier, can't get that one to drop in. Bishop Williams has the rebound, but it's ripped away from the collector, Tanner Woodhoyo. Overmeyer here on the near side. Now we'll try the dribble drive. Takes him off the dribble. Jaden Overmeyer, good drive. The basket just can't get that one to drop in. And we got a foul call here coming, I believe, on the Jimmies. Nope, it's on Triton.
So Large is going to pick up his team's second.
Quintana now will check in. So Woodhoyo gets a break. Jackson now on the far side. Works the screen to his left. He'll attack the paint. Goes back down to Williams. Good find. Banks open for Bishop Williams.
Gets him the 6 points for the evening.
Patrick directing traffic. Out of Overmeyer. Overmeyer attacks again. Lost his dribble, has to find somewhere to go. Leans into a 2, can't drop it in. Bunch of players hitting the floor. Jackson up to Spurgeon, untouched, up and in. Patrick now goes back the other way. Handoff bobbled. He'll track it down. Goes to Quintana. And a timeout for Coach Groves. He will have 2 timeouts remaining.
Looks like the platoon's getting ready to come in, too.
So Triton using 3 of their timeouts. Jimtown yet to use a timeout here tonight.
Nope, they've
no need to. This group. I mean, Jimtown has done a solid job.
Very efficient.
And like I talked about, this is a group that's very tough. They're very good on the interior.
Yeah, you said interior. Yeah, 18 to 27 inside the arc.
And a lot of those are contested shots where they're using that size and that strength to really attack the basket. But then they're going to the free throw line and they're converting the free throws at a pretty good rate as well.
Yeah, 11 to 17 there too. So yeah, they're blemished tonight. 3-11 behind the arc. But say they've been dumping it inside. Either that guy's up or they're able to dump it off to somebody else if he gets double teamed, and they've been able to put it right up.
That's a band member playing. I was looking over there trying to find him. That's pretty impressive. I'll tell you, this band has been impressive tonight.
And they got the good seats too.
Yeah, those were I used to run now when I called games from the Tiger Den in high school. That I sat just to the left of that, so I had the student section right underneath me. So I'm used to calling games from the corner.
Oh,
Williams intercepts it right out of the timeout. Jackson skips it across. Clopton by himself for 3. Can't drop it in. Price fighting for it. And Dante Workman gets the rebound as he's back in the game with 4 fouls. Hands it off to Swanson. Back to Workman.
So we pretty much got all his Triton starters back in, it looks like.
Riffle for 3. Drops it in the bucket. Counted from the corner for Gage Riffle. Out to Spurgeon. Works at the screen. Eyes it, but steps through. Goes out to Jackson. And watch this Jimtown team really just attack with the basketball. Have their heads on a swivel, making good passes in traffic. Spurgeon for 3. Can't drop it in. Swanson gets the rebound. Up this far sideline as it's tipped by Jackson into Coach Groves. Shows off the good hands there for the head coach of Triton.
Yep.
You don't need to fear if you're sitting behind Coach Groves and the ball comes anywhere near your way. He's going to catch it every time.
He'll take care of it.
Swanson, he'll attack, tries with the left hand, but it's going to go off of the leg of King. Kickball is the call. So Dante Workman settles into inbound. Scanning, running out of time. And 5 seconds is the call on a turnover for the Trojans. Clopton back the other way. Goes on over to Jackson. Jackson the right wing. Now goes to Clopton. Good ball, good freed up. Goes to King. King with the runner and drops it in. He's had a night.
23 points.
17 of those in the first half. Swanson goes outside to Workman. Workman trying to lose Williams. Attacks, goes up strong, and he'll draw the foul, go to the line for 2. King was an admirer of that attempt.
But he did get called on that foul, so his second.
It's him and Workman high-five one another before Workman gets to this free throw. Good on the first. Price back in the game, and Dylan Fay also back in the game for the Jimmies. Workman settles in. One more on the way. Drops it in. Tickles the twine for his second free throw to drop in on that trip. Clopton back the other way. Now goes to Jackson. Jackson works the screen to his left. With the runner on the side of the lane. Can't answer back. Price gets his, almost gets the rebound. Dante Workman now comes away with it. Workman in a hurry. Kicks on the Jets. Workman tries to leave it to Woodhoyo and does. Into the corner now to Swanson. Swanson attacks. Goes with the runner. Blocked there by, I believe that was Dylan Fay with the block. Clopton, transition three. Count that one from the corner. Workman directing. Now goes to Swanson. To Pitney in the corner. Fakes it. Now he'll drive the baseline. Pitney. Double dribbles the call. Spurgeon will check in for Jackson. And Caden Large will check in for Julian Swanson. Jason Gross has a word with Swanson as they talk about what happened on the floor. Spurgeon goes out to Clopton for three, in and out. Pitney gets the rebound. And Triton turns it over.
Yeah, just a lot of miscommunication here out there on that wing.
And a frustrating night for this Trojan team. Jason Gross is going to throw a platoon swap out to the floor as Reichert, Patrick, Quintana, and Overmeyer all check in. So it looks like the Triton starters might be coming off the floor, and here comes the reserves for Jimtown. Ed Porter, number 21, number 40, Trayshawn Baldwin, number 32, Tucker Salhoff. And also checking in, number 5, Cameron Inbody. Sounds like the PA announcer just did what I just did. Yep. Okay, who's all in here now?
Yep, let them all sort it out. There's 5 shirts, so let's read them off.
Inbody now goes over to Salhoff. Overmeyer tries to steal on a foul call.
So yeah, Overmeyer's going to pick up his second.
Gingrich to inbound. Missed him. In the shuffle of substitutions there. That'll be the first time out for the Jimmies.
Well, Kenny's on it tonight.
Yeah, I was like, hey, we got to go. Got to fix this tonight. We got to manually do these.
Kenny's looking in mid-season form. Oh, enough. Just did not take an official. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I think his life just flashed before his eyes.
Even hers now. She's like.
Even hers. Boy. Did you get that on camera?
The tail end of it.
Yep.
Oh,
right
my
close.
goodness. That official's got 9 lives. He just about used 3 of them there. Oh, my goodness. And the cheerleader's still trying to get something.
Yeah. Oh, he's wiping his brow, and he's looked over there and goes, that close, that close.
She goes, the one just said, did she kick you? And he says, close. It was close. It was close. It was close. Oh, my. Excitement from the cheerleading group down there for Triton. I'll bet that's a memory.
Oh, remember the time I almost kicked the ref in the...
Oh, goodness. Gingrich inbound. Goes to Inbody. Patrick to cover. Overmeyer almost gets a piece of that one. Gingrich now goes to Saloff, and a foul call.
Probably Quintana. So Quintana's going to pick up his second, Trojans' fourth team foul for this quarter.
Embody gets in the corner. Now to Potter. Saloff with it. Quintana fighting for position. Saloff tracks it down. Gingrich now with it. Wanted to pass inside, or elects to go outside to Saloff. Embody with it. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Baldwin with it. He'll try the dribble drive. Kicks it out to Gingrich. Now to Potter. Potter drives, spinning down, backing down, goes up strong. And Riker trying to fight for the jump ball. And Triton gets it back off the turnover as Ben McFarland will check in for Landon Patrick. And this for Triton tonight. While on the scoreboard is ugly, and yes, the turnovers were not pretty as well, there's a lot to build from.
Yeah, you had this really tough team. Now you kind of get your weakness so you can work on for the rest of that season.
And this is a group, like I said, Coach Grove says this is a fun group. This is a fun group. This is a close group as far as when you look to talk about chemistry and how this group works together. There's a lot of potential here. It's still early in the season. Long way to go yet. But for them, this is a big learning moment for them and see how they can respond, especially in a short notice as they'll have one day of practice before they go out to play South Central.
Yep, Potter's going to pick up his first, team's second.
Quintana alley-oop, can't drop it in. Potter gets the rebound. Potter attacks, thought about it. Goes to Baldwin. Now to Saloff in the corner. Baldwin backing down, goes with a hook shot, can't drop it in. Jaden Overmeyer gets the rebound. Inside a minute to go. Caden Large will try a three. Can't get it to drop it from the corner. Gingrich gets the rebound. Potter now on the outside. Scanning. Caden Large steals it away. Quintana gets it. And Potter going to get called for a foul.
So his pick up his second, team's third.
McFarland now crossing it over. Leaves it for Reichert. Back door's closed. He'll scan. Outside to Large. Large attacks on the baseline. Skips it across to McFarland. Now to Overmeyer. He'll try a three. Can't drop it in. Reichert's put back is good. The missile strikes from inside the lane.
Well, one thing, it's close enough now. 3 different times Jimtown got it to 34 points.
And Triton,
was able to shut it down. And biggest thing, I guess, for this tonight is you didn't let them get into that running clock when it got out of hand.
Yep, you never gave up. This group continued to battle all night, even though things did not go their way on either facet of the game. But yet this group continued to battle. A lot to work on, but Jimtown picks up their second win. Triton, their first loss of the season.
That ends the 9-win streak for Triton. The last time they lost was here back in 2007.
Oh.
So when I graduated from school. All right.
See whether that pushed across. Might be able to. And it did.
Those were a lot of conference games and everything else in there. It's just been a while.
Yep, when it used to be there. So Triton got the line there, 11, and just got 5 of those to drop. Jimtown 11 of 17. 2-pointers, Triton 9 of 18. Jimtown 19 of 30. And on the 3-pointers, 2 of 8 compared to 4 of 15. And then those big there, that 21 turnovers just did not help the cause for the Trojans tonight. Jimtown with 6. King with 23, Fay with 14, Clopton with 9, Williams with 6, Spurgeon with 5 rounds out the scoring for Jimtown. And on the Trojan side, Whithoya with 8, Workman and Pitney each with 7, Riffle with 5, and Reichert ends it with 2.
So we're going to hang it up here from Jerry Cook Court here at Jimtown High School. Jimtown wins 61-29. We'll be back tomorrow night down in North Manchester as the Lady Trojans travel down south, and then, of course, we'll be back on Friday for the South Central Triton game over at South Central. So with that being said, I'm Andrew Hare. With me tonight was Caden Hummich, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Ryan Lindler. Until next time, remember the Trojan way.